This is St. Louis on the Air from St. Louis Public Radio. I'm Elaine Cha. We now have an update to a conversation we brought you in March. We talked with Isaiah Maxi, and he was on a mission to make 100 friends in 2023 while hiking in Missouri's state parks. The weekend before we spoke to him earlier this year, he sent us this audio postcard.
Hey guys, out here at Graham Cave State Park. I met some new hiking buddies. If you guys want to say hi.
Hi.
Hello. We're out here just enjoying each other's company, taking on the trails. It's pretty relaxing, a nice day. Gray skies, but it's turning blue, crisp air, and we're just excited to be here. And I'm excited to see where this journey takes us.
Today, we have good news. With a few weeks left still this year, Isaiah has exceeded his goal. He's made 113 hiking friends, and he's documented the journey on his Facebook group called The Journey to 100 Hiking Friends. When Isaiah and I talked in March, we got into why he decided to embark on that journey, and he said it stemmed from isolation during the pandemic.
I know for myself, I've been surrounding my career around service, and initially when the pandemic hit, we all worked from home just like everyone else, and it was different. I never really understood how much that human interaction meant to me because I've always been an introverted person, even though I've always worked on teams or I played sports majority of my life. But being away from a lot of people, just being away from home, and I have younger siblings, just not being able to watch them grow up and just visit them as much as I wanted to was a challenge.
Now, the decision to start hiking was something for you alone in 2021, 2022. And then in December, actually the day after Christmas, you made a summary post in a Missouri Hikers Facebook group about your year of hiking 31 state parks, which was just one more than your goal of 30. So congratulations there.
Thank you.
And you had written in that post that you were mostly on this journey alone, but appreciated those couple people that could join you when they could. And that line really stands out because the reaction from other hikers to that post was anything but, quote, mostly alone. So it seems like your message really resonated with them. What was seeing that reaction like for you, and what happened next?
For me, it just helped me with the whole grounding process to allow myself to know that there are other people that feel similar to myself. I know for me, just finding ways to get outside the norm was huge for me. I just really appreciate the feedback. A lot of those people that reached out, I've hiked with a few of those people so far. Last weekend, 2 weekends ago, was the first time I hiked with someone that I actually knew.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it was out of the 28 people I've hiked with so far, it's only been 3 people that I've actually knew prior to hiking with them.
Okay.
So it's been an interesting process. I've hiked with people that are veterans, nurses, doctors, college students, high schoolers. I used to be a preschool teacher in college. I got to hike with one of my old preschool students. She's a 4th grader now, and I was just like, I felt so happy because she's still adventurous. She still wanders, and it was just so cool. She was, Mr. Maxi, come on. And I'm just trying to go all the little places she's trying to go. So it's been a fun experience overall, and just being able to go to the different parks has been great. I know some of them tease me because I'll make the hiking event, but I don't like to lead. I'm so it's I just want to hike with you guys. I just came for the interaction. The hiking part is cool. I don't care how far or not far we go. I think the furthest we've gone so far is 5 miles, but we've also gone 1 mile.
Okay.
And we just talked, and we just talked about our lives and the different things, and I've had a mixed group of people that I've hiked with, and it's cool to hear the different advice that they offer. Like, when I was your age, or if I was your age, this was something I would do a little differently. I'm like, I'm the type of person that I like to listen to those things and take what I can, and try to use it in my own life. So it's been awesome. Like, I've had 2 or 3 repeaters that come like to Ha Ha Tonka, or it's like 2 hours this way, 1 hour that way. I'm just like, hey, if you're as adventurous as I am, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all for it.
So how do you then choose the parks that you're going to go to?
It's a little bit of which ones I haven't gone to, and just whatever they request. Some people are like, hey, if you're ever, in the St. Louis area, like, then I just look at the ones near St. Louis. And I'm like, okay, Han, let's go. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Quiver River State Park. We got Babbler. We got Robinson's Route 66. So it's all these different state parks around St. Louis. I'm like, I've hiked most of them, but I'm always down to repeat any state park, any park. There's been people inviting me to their niche
Little spots.
Yeah, groups, and I'm just
yeah.
I'm all for it. So it's been a balance of, I look at a map and I just go, and people invite me.
How do you prepare for these trips? And for those who join you, are there some pieces of advice that you give them before you meet up?
I guess for me, it's more of a mental thing for me. Is just trying to be as I guess open-minded and transparent on my end. Physical preparation is not really my thing. I just show up. I'm in decent shape, so I'm good on the actual hike aspect of it. But I guess the advice I would have for people that either wanted to hike with our group, or hike on their own, is just take that step.
We're talking with Isaiah Maxi, who is the founder of the Facebook group The Journey to 100 Hiking Friends, where he's documented his hiking trips across Missouri's state parks and the new friends he's made along the way. In the hikes that you have done so far, are there any favorite spots for you, like places that you said you're down to go to, places that you've been to? Are there ones that you want to return to?
Oh, for sure. I've been to Ha Ha Tonka probably 3 or 4 times.
What is it about Ha Ha Tonka that is so appealing to you?
The views are just beautiful. They got a great overlook. They have a variety of hiking spots. It always seems like there's a good crowd of people, and they're always friendly. They're always like, someone will probably stop you and have a conversation with you. It's just a friendly environment. I'm a city kid, so there's the commercial aspects to it as well.
Okay.
Like, there's some paved.
Okay.
There's a variety of paths to take.
Sure.
I try not to. I had the opportunity to speak at the Most State Parks conference, and they asked me that question. So I try to stay away from who's the best and who's not,
Okay.
because all the supervisors and the managers were at the conference, and they asked that question, and they're all great state parks.
Okay. There are many different bests depending on who you're talking to.
Oh, for sure.
And in the St. Louis area, are there ones that you have really you've enjoyed for a very particular reason?
Castlewood is a comfortable place. I know as I continue to progress on my comfort level with the outdoors, I know, like, I feel confident in Castlewood. I feel confident at St. Joe.
Yeah.
There's certain areas that, like, there's like a 6 mile, or I'm like, oof, I could probably go a mile and come back. You know what I mean? So it's more of a once I continue to go along this journey and get more comfortable with the outdoors, I think I will be able to journey more out. Because I want to go to Elephant Rock. A lot of people have.
Oh, yes, I've heard
Yeah,
about
a lot
it.
of people said that's a phenomenal place. So I want to go down to Elephant Rock. It's probably one of my next ones.
How does the experience of these Missouri state parks, how does it compare with what you have seen elsewhere?
I was a sports guy, so I like to think about things in sports, and I feel like we do a very good job of what we have. So we have the forest, we have, some people call them like the Ozarks Mountains. We have those different, a variety of terrain, and we do a good job of displaying them. We do a good job of showing what we have, but allowing it to be inclusive to a variety of people. Like one of the things that the state parks is rolling out is they're accessible chairs. So people that have impairments and they need a chair, you can also use the path. So stuff like that sticks out to me, and it makes me proud to be able to use those parks, because they're being mindful of the people that's using those parks. I don't know if you're familiar with the different terms. Like you can call someone if there's something on the path, and within a day, most of the time it's removed.
They'll come and clear it.
Right. So stuff like that is just like it's just user friendly. Yeah.
So if someone wants to come and join, they're thinking about it, hesitating a little bit, what would you say to encourage them to come along?
I get it. It's not easy to get out to interact with people. My suggestion is, just try it. Just try it once, and if it isn't for you, that's okay. But at least you tried. At least you had that experience. I know for me, it's always been hard for me to reach out, and I've made that conscious decision to say yes to a lot of things, just to push me out of my comfort zone, to help me grow. I would love to hear your story, and I would love the opportunity to hike with you if you're interested.
That was Isaiah Maxi talking with me back in March. Back then, he was about a third of his way to his 2023 goal of making 100 friends while hiking in Missouri state parks. This weekend, with still a few weeks to go in the year, Isaiah accomplished his goal and even surpassed it. The count is 113 friends and 6 dogs. He documents the experience on his Facebook group called The Journey to 100 Hiking Friends.
This episode was produced by Danny Wissentowski.
Audio engineering and podcast design by Aaron Dorr.
Our executive producer is Alex Hoyer.
St. Louis on the Air is a production of St. Louis Public Radio. Understanding starts here.
St. Louis on the Air proudly supports local artists by using music from Life Creative Group.
Do you find yourself regularly listening to episodes of St. Louis on the Air? Suggest us to a friend you think might enjoy our conversations, and leave us a review and rating on Apple Podcasts on the App Store. It's the simplest way to help people discover our show. Thank you.
St. Louis Public Radio is a member-supported service of the University of Missouri St. Louis.
Support comes from Missouri Forest Products Association, committed to sustainable and sound conservation of the state's forests, which support more than 41,000 Missouri jobs, resulting in a $10 billion industry. ChooseWood.com.